Okay, guys, and good morning. We are back at it with TNXP. This one here has been coming in for the most mighty bull run and has become the market's most favorite stock. Very surprising for a pharmaceutical. For those of you who don't know what's going on with TNXP, they did come out with a fast track for they medicine treating the fibromyalgia, and they said that they haven't had anything like this in over the last 15 years. We were getting this in the early seat out of Coach Prim's section, who was the first to pick this thing up. This was last month. This was a couple days. This is like 2 months ago. This is last month on the 20th. Back on TNXP. When you see it at the bottom, you might have to wait a couple days, but I remind you, it's way better to be into a safe, easy early seat where you can just sit back and wait rather than be one of those people looking crazy now trying to buy this up for the very last minute. If that's the case, you probably just best off letting it go. Not to say TNXP isn't about to go higher, but we are already sitting up in there a decent 200% from the early alerts getting thrown out in the Banker with Billy Discord. You need to join on the Discord so you can level up your skills. CDs on time. It's 1,000 times easier when you're actually following along. And no matter what, you want to be actually keeping up with the flow. You want to keep up with the flow with all the rest of the millions of traders in the world that are getting ready to go for. You want to be catching that the first ones with the rest of the traders who are the first ones to catch it. Not being in here at the last moment where stock is getting ready to dip back down. Because don't get me wrong, we got the markets that can open up with much more bearishness coming in. And you know how that go. Man, that bearishness come in and make everything slow down. Not to say that TNXP finna drop. And I ain't trying to scare nobody out of there because of me, myself, I'm TNXP to the moon. Still sitting up in there about 200%. And they are facing a smidge of bearishness right now. Just a smidge up here at the highs. This 87 cents for this quick, small pullback. They already getting ready to make this thing take another bounce. Look at that. It's already taking a bounce right there. That's crazy. That's how excited they are on this in a pre-market. It's 6:13 where I'm at. And like once 7 o'clock hit, we're gonna watch everything. In the next 45 minutes, we're gonna watch everything come in for another round of volatility. That might be enough to just push TNXP up over that dollar. Let's talk about that dollar. That's the reason why we're making this video now, so we can point out big resistance points and whatnot for this stock so you understand why it's slowing down at this 85, 87 cent range right here. It's exactly where it's been having struggles from last time. Last time I had that big spike, it sold off from there. Last time before then, it had that big spike. It sold off from there. What I'm showing you here are big resistance points that it needs to break. If it can break past this, well, it might get up to about 120 something before it really starts to slow down again. And then every next big red candlestick is going to be another resistance range that they'll have to break past on. We can go look further into TNXP over on Mumu, and I'm showing you this now so you understand. Again, this is updated in real time by the minute, and you have extra larges coming in. You got the largest coming in. The mediums are coming in. Even a small retail say they're not finna miss out on this, and you only got one opportunity to be getting into this that's finna make a multi-month bull run. If the markets do turn bearish, then you could probably get a quick pullback. Like I mean, I'm up like 207% now, so I might not even let it go. Might not even let it go. If you're one of those new traders and still nervous or whatever, I recommend that you always still just stick to your 7 to 15% stop loss because it will pull back about 7 to 15%, and from there you can just easily just lock in gains. Just move on to the next thing. Again, let me remind you: don't lock in gains to somewhere when I feel nervous because I do this. I've been doing this for a long time. Locking gains to somewhere when you feel nervous. You locking in 200% gain right now. Ain't nothing wrong with it. We already put out the next trade. You want to see it? These are the new swings we're going for. CRVO, NYNA, you could catch those. I mean, they're going to be slow and take a while, same thing, but you want to be into a safe, easy, early seat. If you want to catch anything in between there, see those other alerts on time from the rest of the other coaches. Right now, with this getting a volume of 2.62 million this early in the morning, this is before everybody even awake yet. This means that people went to sleep last night saying, you know what? The first thing I'm doing when I wake up, I'm going right for TNXP. TNXP gonna be the big move, this and that. And what they're seeing is as TNXP is pushing up to the top of a pre-market gainer list. Like these right here, like OPTX. We know OPTX not finna just stay up here like this. OPTX don't ever just stay up here like this. And they like $5 already. Small retail not even finna be rushing in there how they is on other things, the penny stocks and whatnot. So they're gonna start getting ready to let some of that go. In fact, they already is. PRTG, I ain't never seen this stock coming for these kind of moves. So this stock ain't never finna stay up here like this. We got TNXP still at the penny stock is gonna pass up all of those. They're gonna be taking their gains from this OPTX and from this PRTG, and they're gonna be moving that right into TNXP, pushing that over that dollar, just like how you can see the other ones are getting over that dollar. It's easy. You just sit there and it's crazy to see that OPTX is doing. Like look at this on OPTX. OPTX back on a monthly chart. Like they have never. They at the 52. Look at some PRTG. They at the 52 lows. They just doing this from the very bottom. Look at TNXP at the very bottom. These things start down at the bottom. You got to just choose your favorite one. And if these things are already up 200%, it's probably time to just be going for the next thing. I already know what's going in next. We finna put those next alerts out in the Discord. I'll see y'all in there and be right.